When you're analyzing a company, it's so easy to get lost in the numbers. You're looking at revenue, profit margins, debt levels. But what if I told you the single most important factor isn't on the balance sheet at all? Today, we're diving into how you can assess a company's leadership to figure out if your investment is truly in good hands.
Think about it. A company can have a revolutionary product, something that could absolutely change the world, but that on its own is no guarantee of success. So why isn't a great product enough? What's that secret ingredient that can make or break a company's future?
Well, the answer is actually pretty straightforward. It's the quality of its leadership. That's exactly what we mean when we talk about checking if a company is in good hands. It's all about sizing up the skill, the vision, and the raw capability of the people at the very top, the ones calling the shots.
And believe me, this isn't just some abstract business school concept. It has real, tangible consequences for everyone. If you're an investor, it's the difference between your investment growing or, well, vanishing. For banks and creditors, it's about whether they'll get their money back. And for the people working there, it could mean the difference between a secure job and a layoff notice. The stakes are incredibly high.
Okay, so to even begin assessing leadership, we first need to know who we're actually looking at. So let's deconstruct the management team and see who the key players really are.
At the heart of it all, you've really got these four roles. The CEO, that's the captain of the ship, the big boss. The CFO is the money person, handling all things finance. Then there's the COO, who's in the trenches making sure the day-to-day business actually runs smoothly. And overseeing all of them, you have the board of directors, there to advise, guide, and keep everyone accountable. These are the folks you really need to get to know.
All right, knowing who they are is just the first piece of the puzzle. The next, and maybe most critical step, is figuring out what they're capable of. We've got to dig into their vision, the strategy, and most importantly, their track record for turning talk into tangible results.
Let's start with the track record. Think about it like this. Would you hire a contractor to build your house if they'd never actually built one before? Of course not. The same logic applies here. A leader's past, their history of successes, and, yes, their failures, is one of the most powerful clues we have about how they'll perform in the future.
Next up, let's talk vision. And no, this isn't just some fluffy mission statement buried on a corporate website. A real, powerful vision is a clear and compelling picture of the future. It's the company's North Star, answering that huge question, where are we going and why are we going there? It guides literally every decision they make.
And if you want a perfect example of an amazing vision, look no further. When Satya Nadella took over as CEO of Microsoft, he didn't just say, we're going to make more money. He gave the entire company a new, laser-focused direction with this one simple phrase: cloud first, mobile first. It was clear, it was bold, and everyone knew what it meant.
But here's the thing. A vision is completely worthless without a strategy to back it up. Microsoft didn't just talk about being cloud first. They put their money where their mouth was. They poured billions into their Azure cloud services and made huge strategic acquisitions like LinkedIn. That's a vision put into action.
And what was the result of that clear vision and brilliant strategy? Just look at that number. A nearly tenfold increase in Microsoft's stock price under Nadella. That is the incredible financial power of having world-class leadership at the helm.
Now, of course, for every amazing success story like Microsoft, there are plenty of cautionary tales out there. So it's just as important to know what good leadership looks like as it is to know how to spot the red flags of bad leadership.
It really boils down to a pretty simple comparison. On the one side, you've got your green lights, a clear vision, a proven track record of success. On the other side, you've got some major red flags. A company that's constantly changing CEOs, that signals instability. A leader with a history of failed businesses, that's a huge concern. And a team with no clear plan for the future, well, that's just a ship sailing without a rudder.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, this is all great, but how do I actually find this information myself? Good question. Let's open up the toolkit and see how you can do this research on your own.
It's actually a pretty simple 5-step process. First, read the company's annual report. The letter to shareholders from the CEO is often pure gold. Second, hop on LinkedIn and do some digging into the executives' backgrounds. Third, follow the business news. See what they're saying in interviews. Fourth, pay close attention to their big announcements. And finally, and this is the most important part, compare what they said they were going to do with what they actually did. Do they keep their promises?
So if you take just one thing away from our chat today, please let it be this.
The financial statements, they only tell you part of the story. The real key to smart investing is to always look beyond the spreadsheet and really analyze the people, their experience, their vision, and their character. Because in the end, the balance sheet can only show you where a company has been. The real question you always need to ask is, who's in the driver's seat determining where it's going? Keep that in mind. Hey, thanks so much for sticking with me through this explainer. Before you go, do me a favor and drop a comment below. Let me know what stock or sector you'd like me to analyze next. I really do read all of them. And remember, here on your Analyzer, we don't just talk about stocks. We also break down every single fundamental concept so you have the power to analyze these companies yourself. So for more of this kind of deep dive, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Disclaimer. Educational content only. Not SEBI registered. This is not a buy/sell recommendation. Invest at your own risk.